Hey everyone! So I'm going to give you 3 questions right now, and using the verb that you see on the screen, fill in the blanks. Number 1, that was the best pizza I... Number 2, she, 6 years. Number 3, she, in London, last year. So at the end of this video, I'm going to give you another short quiz to test your knowledge and see how much you've learned from this video. So in today's video, I'm going to go over an important grammatical tense that a lot of new English learners have trouble with. This tense is called present perfect. Now, as you might already know, present perfect is formed by using has or have plus the past participle of a verb. For example, I can say, I have eaten Chinese food. He has traveled to Europe. They have bought a new car. So present perfect can be used in different situations to convey different meanings. So let's go over those meanings now. So the first and most common reason why we use present perfect is to talk about our lived experiences and how many times we've done them throughout our life. For example, I can say, I have driven a truck once. She has eaten sushi many times. We have gone to 15 comedy shows. Now, in this form of present perfect, we can use the adverbs ever and never. Ever is used in questions and positive statements, whereas never is used in negative statements. For example, I can say, I have never ridden a horse. I can ask, have you ever flown a helicopter? Or I can say, that was the best movie I've ever seen. Now, you can use this form of present perfect to talk about how many times you've had a certain experience, but it is incorrect to use a specific time expression when we're using present perfect. For example, we wouldn't use last week, last year. Now, when we're using specific time expressions, we use past simple instead of present perfect. For example, we would say, I went to a concert 3 years ago, but we wouldn't say, I have gone to a concert 3 years ago. Now, the second reason why we would use present perfect is to talk about experiences that have started in the past and that are still continuing today. We would use 2 words, for and since, to talk about these activities. For is used when we're talking about the duration of time for which we do an activity. For example, I have been studying French for 5 years. And since is used when we want to focus on the starting point of that activity. For example, I can say, I have studied French since 2005. Now, the third reason why we would use present perfect is to talk about planned actions. We use present perfect to talk about these activities and talk about how many of them we have actually completed. In this situation, we use 2 adverbs, already and yet. Already is used in positive statements. For example, I can say, I have already done my homework. And yet is used in questions and negative statements. For example, I can say, I have not done my homework yet. Or I can ask the question, have you done your homework yet? Now, the fourth and final reason why you would use present perfect is to talk about activities that are completed within a shorter period of time. Now, you might remember that the first reason why we use present perfect is to talk about experiences throughout our life. In this form, it's very similar, but we're talking about activities that are completed within a shorter period of time. Now, in this form of present perfect, we can use the expressions in the last or in the past, and then we refer to the days, months, weeks, or years for which we've done that activity. Now, we can also use the adverb since to point out the starting point of this activity. For example, I can say, I have received 100 emails in the last 3 hours. Or I can say, she has had 3 cups of coffee since this morning. So to recap, let's have another short quiz to test how much you've learned over the course of this video. Just like with the quiz at the beginning of this video, use the verb on the side of the screen and fill in the blanks. Number 1, Jim, his homework. Number 2, Mary, many new friends. Number 3, they received their payment. So there you have it. There's some useful information about a very important grammatical tense, present perfect. In the comments below, try writing your answers to the 6 questions I gave you in this video, and I'll check your answers in the comments. As always, if you liked watching this video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.